Welcome back, trainers. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. We're going to be taking a look at Dragonair in the Catch Cup. I'm having a good time here. So we're met with a horrible lead. We're going to be pairing it up with Vigoroth and Dusclops again because Dusclops is just too good to pass up. The thing is tanky, and it just performs amazing with the moves that it does have here. So, of course, we're going to be going with Dragon Breath, Body Slam, and Aqua Tail on the Dragonair. The IVs are not that great, I know, I understand, but the reason why I did go with that is because it cost me less Stardust, and I don't really care. All right, so we're looking okay. It still does fantastic here. All right, so I want to point something out here. You can see it freezes up right at the moment where he realized that they messed up, I would say, or that they realized that the game was over for them. So they either closed their app. That's probably the case. There's several options. Well, one being the game could have just simply froze up when they were about to hit their charge move, and then it just kind of left them in this limbo. They closed the app because they realized it was over, or they tried to do the exploit. So who knows what it is, but I just want to show you that this is a Go Battle League PvP ready game. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our next real battle here, and we're met with a Golbat. Okay, so this is a fine matchup here. Dragonair with Dragon Breath and its spammy Body Slam is just kind of a little bit ridiculous here. So let's go ahead and let this go. It's just going to be a Poison Fang here. Dragonair with our lower defense is still going to be able to take hits here. And that's why I went with it, because it's still perfectly fine. We even win a matchup up against another mirror match, Dragonair, for whatever reason. Maybe they have the same IVs. But anyways, they're swapping here, bringing in their Vigoroth. They are up a shield, and we're down a shield. It's still going to be okay here, because Dusclops is going to be able to make all that up for us with its tankiness potentially. So we're going to let this go. We should be able to get to our Body Slam right about here, and that's all we needed to do. That is just perfection. Vigoroth is actually ridiculous in this cup as well. That's why it's ranked #1. And you should probably try to look for the best IV one you could find possible, because it is great all the time, even when you got these special specific cups here. All right, so bringing in the Dragonair, taking out their Golbat with the Body Slam, and they have a Spylus in the back. So what we're going to do is simply keep hitting the Ice Punch here. Now, I haven't encountered a Spylus with Dark Pulse yet. They just keep hitting me with Dragon Pulse. So we're shielding this up, and there it is, Dragon Pulse. Maybe they have Dragon Pulse and Body Slam. That's just the more recommended move for this cup here. But yeah, I'm grateful that they don't have that. So we're going to go ahead and go for a Shadow Punch. Oh boy, let's get it right this time. I don't know what the heck I was Also, I did go live last night. If you want to go check that out, we were just having a little fun there. I accidentally didn't put it on full screen mode, so you're gonna it's the tiny screen, so yeah, oops. Anyways, they're swapping and catching charge move with their Dusclops. We did throw Aqua Tail, so we're doing at least a decent amount of damage compared to the Body Slam, which would have done nothing. So we're going to keep going with the Shadow Punch here, and we're looking great. Now, there is a point where we do encounter somebody with the same exact team, just slightly ordered different, and you're going to see what happens when they do not have Shadow Punch. I was going to say Sneak again. We actually get the advantage there. So somebody did recommend, they're like, I think I'd rather go with the Ice Punch and Fire Punch on my Dusclops, and to that I have to say, I don't think you want to do that. Anyways, we're up against this Graveler here. We're going to go for the Shadow Punch, and we're getting their first shield. Now we're going to be bringing in Vigoroth here, and of course I'm going to shield up the first one, and it is going to be a Rock Blast. And then they're going to hit me with a Stone Edge, and I already knew it was going to happen, yet I still fall for it. Right, so there's the Stone Edge, and we take them out. Vigoroth is looking pretty good. We're just going to go for this Body Slam on this Dusclops here, just to get it out of the way. And down it goes. What you have at the back, their own Vigoroth. Okay, so we have a Dragonair. So long as we can get to this Body Slam, we're going to be looking just perfection. Perfect. Swapping into our Dragonair, and this Dragon Breath damage is just going to annihilate it. And we still have a Vigoroth with a couple of counters left in it, maybe just one. Okay, it's probably got about 1 HP. All right, so they hit me with another Body Slam. We're going for our own Body Slam, and Dragonair able to take the win for us here. Now I'm rising up quite significantly in points with this cup here. I might just hit Legend on this cup, who knows. All right, so we have the mirror match. This might be the mirror team. Maybe, I don't think it made it. But anyways, it's a good example to show you that the IVs, I'm not going to say they don't matter, but mine in this case are still looking good. It really depends on what they do have. So let's see what's going on here with lower defense. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. So something weird happens. We get into the red first, yet we still take them out. What? How? That's crazy. All right, so they bring in Vigoroth to get 1 counter worth of farm, which is great. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Vigoroth here. I'm not going to bring in the Dusclops because it is a little bit of a slow matchup, and it can handle quite a bit in the back here. And they're actually going to be swapping the catch with their, is this the mirror team? There it is, perfect. So they have the same exact team as me before I actually release this here. So let's see what happens when your Dusclops does not have Shadow Punch here. So at this point, I'm thinking, well, I don't know. I think we're still looking pretty good. But they keep hitting me with Ice Punch, so I'm thinking, yeah, they've got Fire Punch and Ice Punch, unless they've only have 1 move on their Dusclops, which could be the case. I was thinking maybe they're trying to trick me to let this one go, but nope, another Ice Punch, and we're in the clear. Plus, Ice Punch costs more energy, so it's like less efficient to even do that. So they were trying to catch a Shadow Punch with their Vigoroth to do not very effective damage, but I'm not falling for it. Swapping into our own Vigoroth, and we're going to go ahead and shield this up. All we really need to do is kind of counter them down here. This is not going to be very effective, but it's still going to be enough to take them out. As a matter of fact, I think I countered them down with Vigoroth. Yeah, I countered down a Ghost with Vigoroth. Let's go. Not even getting stabbed from that. Next battle, we're going to be seeing a Golbat, and this is pretty okay. Vigoroth doesn't really mind to see this, to be honest with you. This entire team that I have here, this is I'm having fun with this cup, okay? Can it be rock, paper, scissors, RPS? Sure, absolutely. But I feel like there's definitely workarounds. So long as you can catch, at least one good catch, you should be able to pull it back. I know those can be hard to do, but you just have to practice, okay? Practice makes perfect. And do you need to know how to count to catch? Well, kind of. Or you can just go off of muscle memory and just perfect timing and luck, all right? It's kind of like playing a carnival game at that point. You have to like stop the needle right on the point, and that's kind of like catching there. All right, anyway, so they have their own Vigoroth. Of course, everybody's got Vigoroth that's just, you know, dominant in this cup here, and I'm personally using it myself. So we're bringing in our Dusclops to go ahead and handle this. Bulldoze is doing a decent amount, and that's pretty much the only reason why you want Bulldoze on your Vigoroth for this specific cup is because of the Dusclops. I personally have experienced this. All right, so we're going for the Ice Punch up against that Golbat. We're just going to go ahead and take them out. That's fine if I use that energy. That's okay. Going for an Ice Punch again because this thing is just a spammy ghost machine here. And I love the fact that I had it already made, just lying in wait for years and years. I never really use it, but here we go. And we're having a blast. So we're shielding that up, and at this point, we're looking pretty stinking good. Like I'm saying, folks, if you want to rise up, just use these Pokemon. And if you haven't seen my other video, go ahead and check it out for the Catch Cup. It's another great team. We're featuring Dusclops again, so no Dragonair that time, though. Next battle, I do believe, we went with a Shadow Machoke. Now, this was interesting. I kind of chuckled like, man, you got some nice spice here, but you're going to get punished for it. You're going to get punished for using spice. This is what I was thinking in my mind. So I shield this up. I'm like, all right, we'll just outpace them here. But no, they get to another charge move. I'm like, okay, no problem. We'll let this go. Cross chop, and then they take me out. Are you kidding me? I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. So we're going to go ahead and farm down knowing that this is basically going to have all fighting moves. So they hit me with a Dynamic Punch, still doing a decent amount to my tanky Ghost. All right, so we got a Spylus out here. We're just going to start throwing these Ice Punches and do tons of damage. As you can see here, our Quick Move's not doing very effective damage because it is Ghost. They are dark, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. We're not relying on that Quick Move damage. So swapping into our Vigoroth to start building up that energy, potentially trying to snipe them. They're still within a good amount of health range to not really be sniped. And they're swapping into Golbat. So this is a reason why Vigoroth is so good. Because it is normal, the Shadow Ball is not very effective, so they're forced to keep going with the Poison Fang here. And your Body Slam is doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Now, granted, it is going to be a Shadow Golbat, so it's taking a lot more damage. But still, we're able to really put in that work there, bringing them down very low. Now, they've got no more shields left, and I mean, they can go for a Shadow Ball, but I'm expecting a Poison Fang because I keep on throwing their energy here, right? So we're going to go ahead and build up a little bit more and go for the Shadow Punch because there is really no need to go for the Ice Punch, all that damage. And we want to make sure we have enough energy to go for the Ice Punch to take out this Spylus here and take the win. Let's get it. Good game. Moving on to our next opponent here. We're going to be met with a Graveler. So we resist the Electric. We take neutral from Rock. And they're going to be immediately swapping because they know that's not a good matchup and bringing in their own Dragonair here. So we're going to go ahead and throw this Body Slam. I think we swap after this. Or not. Going to keep on going, and they're going to beat us, unfortunately. Farming us all the way down with a bunch of energy. Alright, so we can take these charge moves no problem. If they threw a body slam, well, that's not very effective, and that's exactly what they did. We farmed them down, building up our energy quite nicely here. They're bringing in that Graveler, immediately swapping into Vigoroth, since we're still both kind of locked in here. And we're going to easily let this go. That was a little quick. That's a Rock Blast. Okay, they have a Golbat in the back, so building up to 2 body slams. We're going to throw both of these here because there's really no need to save the energy. We want to do as much as we can to this thing. Really putting on the pressure so we can comfortably take them out with the Dusclops here, still full health. We're actually getting to another body slam, which is incredible. Vigoroth's farm with counter body slam spam is just ridiculously unmatched. So bringing in the Dusclops, and we could have went for a Shadow Sneak, unfortunately, but we went for an extra quick move of farm. So we're going to go ahead and shield that up because it could have been a potential Shadow Ball. Taking them out here, and we have enough energy to take out the next one. There's no way they can one-shot us with that Graveler. They back out. And we take that win. All right, let's keep it moving here, folks. We're going up against pretty much all legends here, huh? All ex-legends? Yep, we sure are. Next battle met with a Golbat, and we're both purified. Let's go. So definitely not rocking with return because there's no point in having that. You're going to basically get taken out before you can even get to it or even use it or just get shielded up. Body slam is the way to go. All right, landing that body slam, they let it go. We can survive another Poison Fang. Barely here, I think. Never mind, that's enough to take us out, unfortunately. So we're going to bring in Vigoroth and start countering down. And they bring in their own Dragonair here. So they didn't want us to get that farm, and they're retreating. Getting the first shield out of them, and we still have that Dusclops in the back ready to go. It's pretty much a good closer. I mean, once you get their shields, you just keep on tanking their hits and just doing as much damage as you can. Shadow Punch and Ice Punch are just really good coverage for this cup here. So they hit me with an Aqua Tail. And at this point, I'm thinking I'm just going to farm them down. We'll let this go here. It is bringing us down to about half, a little bit past half, and that's okay. If they pack out, they didn't want any of it. They must have had maybe a fighter in the back, who knows. But we're taking that win, and we do take a 5-0 here. And that's going to be about a wrap, folks. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. I actually am getting the screen ready to give Athena another treat. I've been doing that. I did that in the last video. Every time I get a 5-0 or 4-1, I give her a treat. So I decided to go ahead and just show you the process here. So we're going to go ahead and give her some hip and joint beef jerky chicken style. So I called it beef jerky, chicken jerky. Put it in her little toy here, so she has to work for it, and away she goes. Every time I tell her, got a 5-0 or a 4-1 in Go Battle League, she already knows what it is. So at this point, the game kind of froze up for whatever reason. I couldn't get out of this dumb AR mode. I can't stand it, to be honest with you. And then I sat there for quite literally 20 minutes trying to get into the game. Why does it take so long to load it nowadays? It's so ridiculous. Come on. What's with this dang game? Alright, so finally we're able to get in after a good like 20 minutes and claim our rewards. Let's go. So we got a nice 5-0 there, folks. So please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. You want to help out the content. It really does help me out quite a bit. And like I said, we're just rising up in this cup here. And let's see if we can potentially hit legend. Anyways, there you have it, folks. Dragonair, sneaking good. Dusclops, also good. If you're deciding whether or not you should go with the Shadow Dusclops or regular, I saw that comment. It really depends if you have a good one and the frustration TM'd away. If somebody made a comment under their comment saying, if it's tanky, I usually like to go with that Shadow. And I 100% agree with that comment. So I don't think you can go wrong. Plus, you're going to be doing more damage. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
time I touch the deck. This is the best day